Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. It's one of the most fun vlogs I've done in a long time, mainly because I got to do it with a good friend of mine who's Mark. I'm going to link his food tour company below and his website, and because I love food, and you guys know I absolutely love food. But this trip kind of got two things stuck in my head. Two really, to me, they're very important things. And the first one is that as travel writers, as travel photographers and vloggers and travel influencers, we have to stop this the best kind of argument, like the 5 best places for street food. And the reason that I'm bringing this up is because there's been this long-standing debate when it comes to what city is the best for street food. And people keep putting out articles. You've got your BuzzFeed shit and your Thrillist and all these. You got your 50 best restaurants in the world and all this stuff. But what these articles rarely do is they don't recognize how subjective the best is. For example, if I'm not a fan of Indian or Malay cuisine, I'm not going to put anything in Malaysia on that list. If I'm not a fan of spicy food, I'm probably not going to put a lot of stock in Thailand in on that list, or Bangkok, for example. I think it's very important that we stop doing these best lists because we haven't been everywhere. We don't go everywhere, and that's the best part about travel, is when people travel, they can make up their own minds. But what we need to do as influencers and journalists is we need to relay our experience. We need to say what makes a place great and what our readers and viewers are going to experience when they go there. So that's what I've tried to do in this vlog, is to kind of describe things a little better. Try to kind of break down what I'm tasting and what I'm feeling, and the history and the background of these dishes that we're eating. We had Malay, we had Chinese, we had Indian cuisine, we had some Western food, and Mark gave some amazing tips. Some amazing recommendations, some wonderful history about these things. So I'm going to do an actual piece, an entirely separate piece about the issues with us as journalists, and I've done this in the past. The best whatever is great for SEO, but I think I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to go ahead and hang that up and not do those anymore, because I just don't think that we do it enough to accurately depict destinations. And even me, I've been to 93 countries now. I still couldn't pick a best city in the world, the 10 best cities in the world. It's just not right. The next thing that I noticed was how much of our culture other people know when we don't know anything about their culture. Mark is Chinese. And as we were sitting down eating over the course of a few days, he started to explain his lineage, his family background, Chinese clan culture, which the only thing that I knew about Chinese clan culture really was from old karate movies. And apparently the depiction of those clans in old Chinese movies is relatively close to being accurate, but it doesn't tell the entire story. And the influence of Chinese clans in Georgetown, Penang is extensive. The opium trade, the history of British influence is so deep. But we sat there and talked, and he knows everything about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Crispus Attucks. He knows everything about Black Lives Matter and Jim Crow laws and gerrymandering and Obama becoming president. Like, these are people who know so much about us, but we don't know about them. And it's so interesting and humbling to kind of sit down with them. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to put that in there. And I think I might speak on that a little bit more later. But I wanted to take the time and kind of open this video up with that. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Comment below, tell me what you guys think. And again, leave the world better than you found it. Later. Oh, and one more thing. You're going to hear a lot of prices thrown out in this. Most of the time I'm going to stick to ringgit, Malaysian ringgit. That's the currency in Malaysia. It's about 4 to 1. So 4 ringgit to $1. So if something is 40 ringgit, that means it costs around $10. If it's 20 ringgit, it costs around $5. So when you're watching this video, remember it's 4 ringgit to $1. Welcome to Georgetown, Penang, basically the center of Penang, a little island area of Malaysia. Absolutely beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of my favorite places to eat. So basically I'm here for a few days catching up with a good friend who has a food tour company and is a chef there, and we are going to see what we can get into. pot rice with egg. This is going to be beef, rice, and egg with like a soy sauce base. And I always put a little bit of chili in mine, but they don't mess around with the chili here, so be careful with this. Clay pot rice. Delicious. Just took my first bite, and something that I want to remind you guys or let you guys know about is it has a charry taste to it, like borderline burnt but not quite. That comes from the clay. And look how tender this is. It's super tender. Sorry about my terrible camera work, guys. And then the egg is a little bit runny, a little yolky. Very, very good. You mix everything in together. Cost of this was 7 ringgit 70, so about $1.80. Look how big that is compared to my hand. That costs $1.80. Guys, this is what I secretly came for. You guys remember Mark? Say what's up. So he posted this when it was in the kitchen, when they were developing the recipe for this roast pork. I want to say it was like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago on Facebook. I saw it and I said I wanted it. So he says, come to Penang. And here I am in Penang getting this roast pork. So this is a bonus for this video for you guys. This is a place called Mishmash that you guys have seen me cover in the past. It is the premier cocktail bar in Penang. All right, now let's get on this. Oh, what are these sauces, man?
So this is tom yum mayonnaise. This is your simple mustard and apple.
Apple sauce? Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. And here we have the Red Garden Food Paradise, which is basically a bunch of hawker stands. Really, really good place for you to get to know what's on offer here in Penang.